Alright, everybody, we are now doing the final random solo run for the week. And, yep, this will be the end of Leafgreen week. It's definitely been a lot of fun, but next week we get to do Pokemon Black. So, that'll be interesting if I get a first stage in that game. I don't think I've ever played a first stage in Black before. That'll be something, for sure. But, anyway, let's, go ahead and see what our Pokemon's going to be. If you're wondering what this overlay is, I was re-ranking Chimecho. I was re-ranking Chimecho offline. It did pretty good, although Alakazam was kind of a pain. Okay. Let's see, we got Wishcash and Rhyhorn in the last two. Those were not good. Well, Rhyhorn wasn't good, but Wishcash was pretty good. Alright, so I wonder if we'll get something middle of the road or something overpowered. You know, I've only gotten a legendary once, and that was in White 2. I actually randomly got Reshiram, which was funny. Okay. Who is it going to be? Swablu. Oh, no. That is bad. That's really bad. That's got to be worse than Rhyhorn. I don't even think Swablu even gets Dragon Dance, unlike Altaria. I mean, let's figure it out. Oh, Erratic. I didn't realize that. Let's see. Growl and Peck. Astonish, Sing. Oh, Brock is going to be a nightmare. Oh, no. Yep, no Dragon Dance. Oh, this is... You get Aerial Ace, Solar Beam for some reason. I am very surprised this thing gets Ice Beam. It's like our only special move. And I don't want to count Solar Beam or Thief as a special move. And, well... Theoretically, we could go with Sing Dream Eater, but I don't think that's a good idea. Honestly, I really do not want to keep... I do not want to hold on to Sing, because Sing is a really garbage move. But we may have to. Let's look at the stats. Yep, Erratic. Oh, wow, that is bad. Really, really bad. So we're basically screwed against Surge. Lorelei is going to be super bad. The Brock-type gym is going to be horrible as well. This thing is definitely going to need a super high level. I can honestly see this thing being a contender for getting leftovers. I'm not even kidding. I would prefer not to do that, though, but this thing gets nothing. It's like nothing good to its name. Like, our best attack via level up is honestly Sing. I mean, I think what's missed is... Oh yeah, Mist prevents stat changes. But I'm not sure how the AI works specifically with that. Like, I'm pretty sure if you use Mist, the enemy AI will know there's a Mist up and will try avoiding lowering your stats. Actually, wait, no it doesn't. I remember from speedruns, if you use a guard spec... against, like, the rival fight, it'll continually spam sand attack. So Mist could be useful, but then again, that's just a worse version of Substitute. Yeah, we get, like, nothing good at all by a level up, except for Sing, pretty much. And via TM, since Hidden Power is effectively banned, we could go Sunny Day, Solar Beam, Ice Beam, Aerial Ace, Thief, Steel Wing. We get a decent little bit of coverage, though. We'll definitely need to get Ice Beam as soon as possible, though. Ice Beam as soon as possible. Aerial Ace for our best stab damage. And, it's probably Steel Wing for Lorelei, I think. Should probably get Thief, too, as a safety strat. Okay, so, we need to figure out how to actually play this run, for sure. But, I'm gonna go ahead and make the ROM. I have all the programs pre-opened. Nab returns better for Lorelei. Honestly, just because we get the same type attack bonus, that is true. I mean, honestly, that's probably the one benefit Swablu has, is it will get stab return, which is really good. Then again, can it make up for bad stats? Who knows? But yeah, this is definitely the worst Pokemon so far. Because Rhyhorn, at the very least, had access to very powerful moves like Earthquake, Dig, and Rock Slide, and Horn Drill. Swablu doesn't have any of that stuff. And yeah, we should honestly consider EV training as well. Because Swablu, I think if we don't do Swablu properly, it'll end up being super bad. Like, I think even at level 100. But I don't want to do... What's the Pokemon? Swablu. Alright, let's go ahead and load the Pokemon up. Alright, definitely run a female for sure. Our abilities are Natural Cure or Natural Cure. That is a completely useless ability because you have to switch out for that. Unless we happen to get roared out. Like, for example, if we got poisoned and the opponent used Roar, that would activate Natural Cure. If it was Altaria, it'd be better. It would be. Altaria gets Dragon Dance. Swablu does not. But there's some other things, I guess. Adamant or Naughty. Well, we'll take a look at our stats. Let's see. 40 attack, 40 special attack, 50 speed. Alright, I'm going to assume we have a neutral nature. I'm going to give myself the hardy nature, neutral nature, for now. I'm going to see, if I give myself 100 speed EVs and get to level... Let me try level 80 before the league. That'll get me to 116 speed. But honestly... I think what I've tended to notice, usually the best speed you can hope for is 160 for the league, because that outspeeds everything but Aerodactyl, but that's kind of unreasonable for some Pokemon. But if you don't care about Alakazam or Charizard outspeeding you on the champion, then technically you don't need any higher than 131, because that's the speed stat of all the aces. Not the aces, but the leads. It's faster than the Dugong, the Onix, the first Gengar, and the Gyarados and the Pidgeot, because the Pidgeot has 130 speed. Any dragon moves? Nope. Nothing. But not like they'd be useful anyway. Honestly, I feel like we should heavily invest in speed as well. Like, let's say we're at 150 speed EVs with a neutral nature. That is still nowhere close. Nowhere cutting it close. I mean, if we have to train for Brock anyway... We'll definitely get a buttload of speed, so I don't really think we need to worry about speed. But we definitely need a lot of attack for sure. Honestly, well, actually, we might end up being a mixed attacker with Return and Ice Beam. Honestly? Yeah, honestly, we actually should use the Versa Seeker to try and grind a bunch of attack EVs. I know Fisherman Psych is really good for that, but the problem with Psych is he's blocked off until you have access to Surf, and that might be a little too late. I'm going to switch monitors, actually. I want to look around the Vermilion City area. I want to see if there's a guy we can repeatedly fight for attack EVs, because... we need the attack EVs, like, as soon as possible. So, I'm gonna do, Pokemon... Fire Red... Walkthrough. Yeah, there are Mankeys, too, yeah. Let me take a look at what that route looks like in terms of encounters. Where's Route 20? Here we are. 45% Rattata, 10% Spearow, 45% Mankey. So the Mankey give attack, Rattata gives speed, Spearow gives speed. So this is a mix of speed and attack, so we definitely want to train here as long as we can, for sure. Alright, but first, what level do you think we'll need for, Brock? Who are you playing as which on? Swablu. Alright, so honestly, we at a minimum want Sing. I think our best move against Brock is Astonish, so we'll have that for sure. Honestly, I think 18 would be a safe level because we can just put them to sleep because Brock does not have full heals in this game. Every other gym leader seems to have full heals in this game. I think the only ones that don't are Brock and Misty. I've seen every other gym leader at one point use full heals. Like, I know Surge uses full heals. But yeah, I think level 18 is a safe bet because we'll outspeed we'll outspeed the Onyxes at 18 for sure. So I think the best plan is to sing and actually wait, what is the effective power for a Fury attack? Let's see. I'm gonna bring out calculator right here. Let's see. If it's 15 power, multiply that with stab. That's 22, so round that down. And half of that is 11. So each Fury attack hit is 11 power. So it basically has to be a 3 hit to be better than Astonish, but Fury attack can only hit a minimum of twice. But the odds are definitely in our favor that it will do more than Astonish, but Astonish can also cause flinches too. I actually kind of wonder if flinches can be caused while sleeping. Like if you hit the opponent with Astonish, the Onyx wakes up and could flinch. I wonder if that's possible. I think it might be possible. Yeah, but yeah, definitely level 18 for sure. So honestly, do not fight any of the bug catchers. As soon as I get the 5 Pokeballs, immediately go train in that grass. Don't even get wasted EVs. I'll fight the bug catchers for experience if I need to, but yeah, definitely do as much training in that route as possible. I mean, we're not going to have much special attacks, sadly, but maybe what I can do, as soon as I arrive in Celadon, like, assuming I don't need to do any major grinds, I could get a bunch of special attack too, because I can still see us using Ice Beam. I mean, then again, we're not going to 255. I think the attack and speed will... I think the speed will end up being like 160 by the time we finish, and the attack will probably be around like 80. That's just my guess. I mean, we can just... We're probably not going to have much in Calcium. We should probably buy Calcium immediately when we get to Celadon before we do anything else, just so we can get some special attack. For sure. But at least the better attack will work better with Return. Luckily, normal and ice is unresisted coverage. It's only Magneton that resists both, and nobody uses Lord Helix. That's true. Yeah, honestly, I think that's the best we can do. Alright, let me finish setting up this Pokemon. Perfect stat. Yeah, Geodude doesn't. Thank God. Alright, yeah, so we should either do plus attack or plus special attack. Honestly, I feel like our attack stat's going to be used more because Return and Aerial Ace will get Stab. So, honestly, we should either lower our special defense or... I don't know if I want to lower special attack, though. But then again, where would Ice Beam even be good for? If we're going to have Stab, Return, and Aerial Ace for coverage, who do we really need Ice Beam for? The only person I can think of is Lance. I mean, I don't want to lower defense. I don't want to lower speed. I really don't want to lower the special defense. So, honestly, I may have to just use it as Adamant. Yeah. Okay. Let me make sure Surge's trash puzzle's automatically solved. Let's see. Here it is. I used the PK Hex flag editor. Yeah, Dominic, I haven't finished setting up the overlay yet. Give me a few minutes. Jeez. Like, I just reopened the ROM. Alright. Load BizHawk. Alright. Oh shoot, I accidentally loaded a level 80 Swablu with 150 speedies. Okay, I gotta fix that. Hold on. I was doing that for testing purposes. I better fix that. It's easy. Set it back to level 5. Cheater. I'm sorry. Alright, level 5, 0 EVs. What if you got Gibble? Dude, Dominic, Gibble is a Gen 4 Pokemon. I could not have gotten it. Yeah, special attack is better long-term, but the thing is, our same type attack bonus moves, normal and flying, are physical. We're going to end up using our attack stat way more. And we'll definitely need some special coverage. Honestly, if I couldn't run Adamant, I would probably have just ran a neutral nature. Where's the... Alright, looks like our overlay is all set and ready to go. So I guess now I should think of an over-under. Actually, wait, before we do that, since this is a first stage, we really should attempt to plan everything. So let's see. We have our plan for Brock pretty much all under control. Yeah, no evolution. So yeah, let's see. Plan for Misty. I don't think Misty is going to be that hard because we're going to need a bunch of levels for Brock. Honestly, at that point, we'll probably have Takedown before Misty, I think. Probably not, though, but I think Fury Attack and Sing will still do good. We actually Sing and Secret Power. And then Surge, definitely Secret Power. And then we'll have to go through Rock Tunnel with Secret Power and for the Rock types... Honestly, we may have to hold on. Well, Resisted Secret Power should have like a roughly 50 base power, so I don't think it's going to be too bad. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too bad. Hope for good Hidden Power, I guess. Hidden Power in Fire and Leaf Green in my runs are effectively banned because the only way to get it is through pickup. And I banned the pickup ability. So, in Fire and Leaf Green, Hidden Power is banned. If this was Emerald version, though, oh, Hidden Power would be a huge MVP. Would Mirror Move help? Honestly, no. I mean, I guess I could use it, like, if I know the opponent is going to hit me with Sleep Powder or something and it misses, but honestly, not really. It's just way too, situational of a move. Yeah, Surge will just have to Secret Power him as well. Fight a lot of the trainers for sure. And then, should I teach Aerial Ace? I think I should, because my moveset is definitely going to consist of Return as soon as we get out of Rock Tunnel. Return, Sing, Aerial Ace. Thief is not really going to be useful. Safeguard? Nah, Substitute can do that better. Similar thing with Mist. Like, Substitute's just better. But then again, the TM for Double Team is banned until level 100. It does not get it by level up. So yeah, I can't do that. It's banned. Honestly, I don't know how well Substitute's going to work on a Swablu. I was thinking Steel Wing for Lorelei, but here's the thing, like, even if Steel Wing's super effective, Stab Return is just straight up better. Actually, I think our defense stats are decent. 60 and 75. Alright, so our defenses are a little decent. But I definitely think we need to fight a lot of the regular trainers and gym trainers before we consider fighting the gym leaders, because I really do not want to teach Substitute too early. Sunny Day Solar Beam. I really can't think of who that would be useful for, though, because you have to waste one turn setting up the sun, and then you have to spam Solar Beam. And if Solar Beam's super effective, it'll do more than return, but you gotta remember, you had to spend one turn charging the sun. I can only really think of that as being good for Lorelei. I don't get it, I'm streaming. How am I still getting Discord pings? Should be in streamer mode. I'm gonna put myself on Do Not Disturb. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I will get those TMs as a backup, but I can't really think outside of Lorelei how that would be useful. The problem is, it takes up 2 entire move slots. Yeah, I know you suggested it for emergencies. I'm fine with people suggesting ideas. This is a tough one. There is something in my eye. I've had something in my eye the last, like, 20 minutes. It doesn't help that Solar Beam, just in general, is not the best move. It's mainly good for fire types that don't get... It's mainly good for fire types that can learn it. Like for Entei and Typhlosion, I think. That Solar Beam is like their only way of dealing with Lorelei. But yeah, I think my moveset for the majority is going to be Return, Sing, Substitute, and I guess my 4th move will be a mix of Aerial Ace and Ice Beam. Like, I'll have Substitute, but I think I may want to hold on to Sing. Just because it's, like, the best thing I got. It's only Houndoom and Entei. Oh. Actually, Thomas Fox, Steel Wing is not better. I'm assuming you're talking about against Lorelei. Steel Wing is not better because, 1, the only Pokemon on her team that is weak to Steel Wing is the Jinx. Because water resists it. And even against the Jinx, super effective Steel Wing is an effective power of 140, but a Stab Return is 153 power. That just shows you how good Stab Return is. So Steel Wing is effectively never good, unless we just want a way to boost our defense. Just in general. Well, here's the thing, like, Aerial Ace is going to have a higher power, and it'll help us skip Minimize and Sand attacks. Plus, there's no 10% chance to miss. Quite unfortunate we don't get Silk Scarf, yeah. Yeah, for the game corner, we're definitely going to want to get Ice Beam for sure. But, anyway, I think we just need to be as high of a level as we can for the league. I may actually do the semi-islands to get an extra rare candy, because I think I'm going to do all the good trainers. All the good gym trainers. I'm effectively going to do what I did with Rhyhorn. Basically, when I finish all the Victory Road trainers, I will then do Psych versus Seeker grinding. So long Elia grinding, Psych is just better. But let's see. What's the best way to work with the erratic growth rate? I think the best way to work with it is to technically use candies earlier. Because I know once it gets higher leveled, it starts leveling up very quickly. But I'm not really too sure what the best way to deal with it is. I don't think saving all the rare candies till the end is the best way to do it. I'm actually going to look at I have an experience chart. I'm going to bring up this image. I use this in video editing sometimes. Let's see, where is it? It should be under clips for videos. Stuff. XP chart. Yeah, this is a list from Bulbapedia. Alright, so we're erratic, which is the black line. So, it's very, very slow until around what looks like level 40. And then it starts to become faster. And then once it gets access to 46, it becomes the same with fluctuating. And the yellow and purple lines are medium fast, medium slow. And around level 53, it'll actually level up quicker than both of them. And it's not until level 72 it's faster than the fast group. So honestly, I think we should use our candies before level 50. Because once we get around level 53, we'll be faster than medium fast and medium slow. And training will be a lot easier then. That's what I think, because we can get most of the rare candies. Like, if we could just simply get Surf and Strength, we can get pretty much every rare candy in the game minus Victory Road candy. We should, I think maybe, like, once we hit, like, level 45 or something, we should just gather up every rare candy in the region and just dump load them onto Swablu. And then we'll continue the rest of the trainers at a point where we'll need less XP per level. And then once we do Fisherman's Psych at around, like, level 70 or so, it's going to be super quick to level up. I think that's the best way. Rain Dance could maybe help cut Blaine's power. I think it would, yeah. I'll definitely pick that up as a backup option. So yeah, I think once we get level 45, get every rare candy except Victory Road candy, and just dump them onto Swablu. And then we'll do the rest of the gym trainers if we need to, Victory Road trainers. And then once we're done with that, we'll train on Psych. Oh. So, Axu, I don't know how long you'll stick around, but when I finish the Brock grinding, I wanted to see how many speed EVs I have, and I would like you to look up with those speed EVs, what level I would have to be to outspeed the champion's Pidgeot. Because if I can outspeed the Pidgeot, then that means I can outspeed all of the leads, and that's important. Because we're never going to outspeed Aerodactyl. I mean, I don't even think there's a good chance we'll outspeed Charizard or Alakazam, but you never know if we get a buttload of speed. But anyway, we should probably get started. Alright, so for an over-under, what time will I beat the champion at? We're going to outspeed everything with maximum. We'll just see what speed we are at level 18. We'll just see. Alright, let's see. Looking at my leaderboard, my worst ranked Pokemon besides Shedinja and Wobbuffet are Swinub with a time of 249. But that Swinub time can definitely be better than that. I think this is going to be worse than Swinub for sure. I think this might end up being Shedinja territory. Because Shedinja was in the erratic growth rate, and I had to grind on Brock for like... On 3 times speed was around 2 hours, but 4 times, that's roughly an hour 40 minutes. That was a buttload of Brock grinding, but once I got to that level, it ended up becoming somewhat easier. Believe it or not, that Shedinja run only had 41 resets, and I was facing the Charizard team too. Actually, Axu, it wasn't just Confuse Ray, it was Spite. I needed Spite as well to drain the Brock's Rock Tomb PP. But yeah, I'm gonna put the over-under at 3 hours. 3 hours to 310. I legitimately think this is going to be worse than Shedinja. Alright, let's get started. Yeah, Sand Attack Spite. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Why did my timer not start? Oh well. I let it run for a couple of seconds. At least we get a good same type attack bonus move early on, which is good. Look at that. That wasn't even half of the XP bar. That's just sad. Yeah, definitely defeat all of these Pidgeys and Rattatas. Luckily, Peck's gonna last for quite some time on the Mankeys. That is true, yeah, so at least the training will be quick. But yeah, we're not even gonna fight the bug catchers. We're just gonna straight up go into Route 22 and train. Maybe once we get to a high enough level, we can go defeat the optional rival, because with Charmander and Pidgey, he gives 2 speed EVs. So I think once we get to a higher level, we could take him on. I almost never take him on. Alright, I guess I better catch my HM users too. I'll have to make sure I deposit them too. Because usually if I have to do a grinding session, I like to deposit them. So that way if I end up having to black out, then I don't have to worry about that. Seriously. There we go. Alright, I should definitely use all my money on potions. I mean, I'm not really struggle training, but it would save time not having to go back to the center a billion times. Alright, we're going to be here a while. I predict 30 minutes to get to 13. Alright, we'll see. And plus, guess what? If I ever get to a point where, like, I'm really low on PP and health, I could actually purposefully black out and actually just get back to the center faster. But honestly, we're so close to the center, it probably doesn't even matter that much at all. Yeah, we're just gonna train here until level 17. And then we'll fight the bug catchers to get to 18. And we'll use this opportunity to get all the speed and attack we can. I wonder if we'll find a shiny in this. There's always the opportunity for that. In fact, the first shiny I ever encountered in a solo run was my very first Shedinja attempt. I was grinding in Route 4. This was back during my 386 speedrun challenge days, where I allowed like items in battle and stuff because I treated it more like a speedrun. And I remember grinding, I found a shiny Sandshrew. I found other shinies in solo runs too, like for example in Platinum version when I was doing Mewtwo, I was doing offline practice, I found a shiny Bidoof, but unfortunately the attempt died, so it was never saved. Spearow aren't worth fighting? Yes, they are actually. They give speed EVs. We need speed and attack. We're fighting everything here. I mean, I guess they're a little bit harder, but we need the EVs. Oh, time for our first heal. Yeah, technically the grass south of there, of that center, has all speed EVs, because there's only Rattata and Pidgey, but we need attack as well. And here's the thing about grinding in the forest. Right, let's see, Weedle gives speed, Metapod and Kakuna give defense, Caterpie give HP, Pikachu gives speed. So if we needed defenses, well, there's never a reason to grind for defense EVs. There's never a reason for that. In solo runs, I believe. Astonish. That's only going to help for the Mankeys. I'm just going to pretend that move doesn't exist. If I run out of Pex, I'm not using Astonish. I'm just healing. Yeah, honestly, training in the forest is the best XP-wise if you do not care about the EVs. But if you care about the EVs, then you gotta train in other places. Like, if you want attack and speed, come here. If you just want speed, stay on Route 1. If you want special attack or special defense, you're out of luck. And if you want defense, just fight the Kakunas and the Metapods. But then again, they're kind of rare. It's not really reliable to do that. I mean, I guess you could blackout train on Brock or the Junior Trainer, because those Geodude give defense, but there's no reason to EV train for defense in the early game. You're better off just buying Iron. You caught a shiny Mankey recently? Nice. What game was it? I've never encountered a shiny Mankey specifically, nor Primeape. At some point, I could show you guys my Pokemon home, and I can show you every shiny I have. Actually, I'm gonna go heal, but let's see. Do I have Pokeballs still? I do. Just in case I ever... Oh. I forgot to update the ability in nature. Give me a minute. What the? Oh, get rid of those. Okay. And resume. Shiny, Annihilate his goat. Leafgreen. Oh, convenient. Maybe I'll get some luck and get a shiny Mankey. You know what would be super convenient? If I fought a wild Pokemon here that gave me Pokerus. Can you imagine getting Pokerus in this run? Oh, man. Also, so far, we're at 22 attack EVs, 25 speed, so it's a roughly 55-45 in favor of speed. It's definitely looking like it. Also, I think once we get to level 10, we can go ahead and defeat the rival. Good luck with that. Well, I'm probably going to have to fight a lot of things. Alright, if I die here, I'll just black out. Whatever. It's just good to get some more XP to make one-shotting these things better. I meant with Pokerus. Well, technically they both have the same odds, but I'm not even kidding. I've actually gotten Pokerus more often than shinies. We could pick up our HM Mules at Cerulean after Nugget Bridge. Duly noted. Hey, Axew, remember when you said 30 minutes to level 13? Are you sure about that? Because we are halfway through level 10, and it's only 7:45 in so far. I mean, I did say I wanted to do this till level 18. So it's definitely going to be a while. To be fair, I was exaggerating the erratic growth rate. I don't blame you, though. Honestly, though, it might be 30 minutes to get level 18. That is likely. So, I mean, I guess if anybody has questions or any other random topic you'd like to discuss, let me see if I can... You once got Pokerus in 4 shinies in Gen 3. Oh yeah, the first time to my knowledge that I've ever gotten Pokerus was in my Platinum version. For some reason, all my Pokemon had a weird purple marker on it, and I have no idea what it meant. But now I knew it was Pokerus. But I've actually gotten in some solo runs, like in the Emerald Skarmory video, I actually did get Pokerus. Or in my Platinum Victory Bell run, that actually got Pokerus as well. So there's literally no run like it. I was gaining so many speed EVs and attack EVs that I was just I outsped Cyrus's team. Barely. And that was all because of the Pokerus, which is insane. Yep. Also, I know the Switch 2 is launching in that's like 6 days from now. I did not pre-order one. I don't plan to buy one right away. I want to wait for reviews of it. Like, I want to see people play like Breath, Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Scarlet and Violet with those like upgrade patches, and I want to see just how much better they run. I want to see like how all that stuff works first. Besides, I want more time with my OLED Switch. Plus, I also just want to wait for some better Switch 2 exclusives. Like, I'm just not the most interested in Mario Kart. Or Donkey Kong. I mean, when I do get a Switch 2, I do actually want to replay Tears. But I'm not going to buy a Switch 2 just to replay Tears. I mean, I'm sure Gen 10 is going to be Switch 2 exclusive. Another reason I like doing fire runs is grabbing Spearow for ducks. I grab escape ropes if I'm not going to need antidotes for poison point users. Grab escape ropes if I'm not going to... Okay, why? May I ask why you do that? How is it more efficient to catch a Spearow which is less likely to appear in some routes compared to just getting a Rattata and teaching it Dig? You always get Dig every single run. It's not like this is Gen 2. Plus, the whole trade animation takes time as well. The first 2 routes are like 50-50 chances for each of them. And I just can't see how escape ropes is better than dig. Man, the amount of Rattatas and Spearows have definitely caught up. We're now at 36 attack EV, 62 speed. They used to be kind of tied. Now speed EVs have really caught in the lead. Yeah, what I buy in the Pewter Mart, I buy Pokeballs if I have to catch either a Spearow or a Paris if I couldn't get one of the other users on Route 1. Like, if I get only Pidgey, then I'll just catch a Paris in Mount Moon. Or if I get Rattata but not Pidgey, I'll catch a Spearow. Or a Pidgey, like whatever's in the Route 3 grass. And I'll buy an extra couple of Pokeballs if I have to do that. I end up buying... I only ever need 10 Repels, but then I can spend the rest of the money on, like, 2 Antidotes and 2 Paralyze Heals. And trust me, I end up using them a lot. In a lot of runs. Yeah, actually, we're level 13 at under 1230, so your estimate was way off. But yeah, we are definitely leveling up very, very slow. Yeah, usually my Mart buy, let's assume I don't need Pokeballs. It'll be 6 potions, 2 antidotes, 2 paralyze heals, 10 repels. Because I like to press down, and it's usually 10 repels. But that's usually assuming I sell Rock Tomb, and I almost always sell Rock Tomb first, because if you can get 10 repels in Pewter, that'll actually last you until Fuchsia, where you can buy max repels. So it has to be 10. Man, I may have to do one center trip for... There are 2 antidotes in the forest. There are antidotes in the forest, but it's... Oh, alright, I can fight this. It's always faster to just buy the items rather than pick them up. I've always viewed it as such. Like, I can just skip the 2 antidotes, and then when I'm doing Mart buying, I can just do a few extra inputs to buy 2 antidotes. I just view that way faster. I only pick up the forest antidotes if I'm going to do bug catcher training. Because if I'm doing bug catcher training, there is a chance I can get poisoned, so I will pick them up. And if I have plenty left over, then I won't buy anymore. But usually on the next several routes, there are tons of things that can poison you, plus all the poison point users. Antidotes are definitely very useful in this game. And a couple of paralyze heals, they're just backups. Like, they're definitely useful for Surge's gym. They're useful with all the rocket grunts with Arbok. And the potions are just safety backup strats. Like, in Fire and Leaf Green, even with good Pokemon, I actually tend to run out of healing items. Let's see. What else to talk about? I don't know, actually. But yeah, when I get to Vermilion, I should definitely get the Versus Seeker. I don't know when I'll end up using it, though, because there's a chance I might end up doing early Versus Seeker grinding. Unless you're a broken Psychic type. True, true. But then again, like, when I was re-ranking Chimecho's special attack isn't the best. Like, some poison types live. At least in the early game. Although Chimecho's early game sucked as well, because it has Wrap until level 9, where it gets Astonish. And then level 14, it gets Confusion. Kind of reminds me of the Evolutions. Because the Evolutions in this game don't get their stab moves until level 16. So all 5 of them, when I did that massive 5-way video, they all had to be level 16. Jolteon was even worse. I had to be level 25 for Brock. But all the other ones could do it. Even Flareon. Yeah, honestly, I should be thankful that I'm doing this training with a 35 PP move and not something like Headbutt. This was Headbutt. Oh man, it'd be so bad. Let me check if there's a trainer that gives attack prior to psych. Yeah, that's what I was trying to look up, and then you mentioned this route. I mean, I'm still training here to level 18. Or I guess 17 and a half. I can just fight the bug catchers. But, I was trying to see if there was some, like, good trainer early on I could Versus Seeker rematch. I know the three Pidgey Girl, i.e. Sandy, is good for speed. Rattata, the Spearow Eradicate guy is speed. I know there's a Butterfree trainer. I'm pretty sure Butterfree gives HP. I know there's a girl with a Squirtle. Bug trainers are a good option for early Versus Seeker training. They have more Pokemon are easily one-hit. Remember, hold on, I guess. I felt like I needed this, actually. Bug catchers are usually never good. Because they have just Caterpies and Metapods. Their XP yields are crap. They're absolute steaming dog crap. They're never good to Versus Seeker grind on, because it's just a waste of time. And remember, you don't get the Versus Seeker till Vermilion, which is Surge's gym. I mean, there's one bug catcher with a single Butterfree. I fought him a couple of times if I needed more XP. I mean, there are a bunch of trainers to the east of Vermilion on Route 11. The only one I can think of is the Beedrill guy. Isn't that guy locked behind Cut? Actually, wait. Ekans give attack, right? I don't think about EVs. No, XP yields. I said XP yields, not EV yields. XP. Caterpie and Weedle give some of the worst XP in the game. There is no point in Versus Seeker grinding them. Well, Axew, I know Ekans give attack EVs. Then again, dealing with Intimidate would be annoying, that's for sure. And it's a shame we get the old rod and not the good rod, because the old rod's only for Magikarp, and Magikarp gives speed. Let's see, I'm trying to think as well. Is there anybody on Nugget Bridge that would help? I think Nidoran male gives attack. Or no, Nidoran male gives speed. Nidoran female gives HP, I think. Let's see. I know Ekans gives attack. Goldeen gives attack. Beedrill gives attack. I mean, at least the Beedrill would give us, like, 3 attack EVs, I think. Because it's a third stage Pokemon, although you could look it up just to be sure. But we'll definitely not be fully EV trained by that point. But there's got to be some other better spots. Like, you know how Fisherman's Psych has the Goldeens and Seekings? I mean, surely, though, one of the fishermen south of Lavender Town, there's got to be one of them down there with a team of Goldeen. I know Fisherman Ronald, or not Ronald, I know Fisherman Elliot has a Goldeen in his first rematch. And once you defeat the tower, you can battle Sea King, but the problem is his other Pokemon do not give attack. The only reason I know a bunch of them is because I've fought them so many times in runs. It's only specific edge cases, though. But yeah, actually, maybe there's a fisherman on Silent Bridge that has a team of like 3 Goldeens or something. That could be good. There's Fisherman Ned. He gives 2 attack, 1 speed. I mean, 2 attack, that's definitely good, but that is after the Beedrill guy. How many attack EVs does Beedrill give? Is it 2 or 3? Part of me wants to say it's 3 because it's a fully evolved Pokemon. I know fully evolved in a 3-stage evolution, the fully evolved one tends to give 3. So I'm kind of curious, does it give 2 or 3? I think if it gives 3, that might actually be worth it instead. Beedrill gives 2 attack, 1 special defense. That is weird. I mean, it is better XP yield-wise. Man, we're not even level 16 yet. Hey, I'm just glad I don't play on 3 times game speed anymore. Also, I didn't make the schedule yet. I was going to do that after the stream, but starting next week, on June 4th, I believe, Zealous Pawn and I are actually going to be doing some red and blue races against each other. But I'm not really comfortable with the whole RBY XP router thing, just giving you a detailed blueprint of how to win the run in the best time possible. Like, it's like following a step-by-step guide. I don't really like playing with it, but I know Zealous Pawn really likes to play with it, which is why he gets really insane times. I can guarantee you, without the XP router, he would not get a lot of those good times. But I told him I was thinking we could probably do the runs without the XP router, and he really did not want to do second playthroughs without using it. So in the end, we ended up compromising. Instead of doing a single random Pokemon and we race each other 2 playthroughs, we're actually going to be doing 2 different Pokemon, but only 1 playthrough each. Because he did tell me he never uses it in first playthroughs anyway. So I figured that'll make it a little more fair. He is still going to play by my rule set, though. He is going to have to allow Mount Moon encounters. I mean, it's not like the cheating out the wild encounters is the reason his times are so good. It's because our Zealous Pawn really, really likes the whole, like, optimization with the XP router thing. He usually ends up spending, like, 40 minutes or so just in it, trying to weasel out, like, every single little time save and XP benefit he can. And then he'll get a blueprint for the run, and then he'll just follow it like a step-by-step guide, and then get a super good runtime. What starter will the rival have? Charizard. My rival teams always have the fire starter. I just want it to be the same every time so I don't have to think about it. It benefits and disadvantages some Pokemon though, like it really hurts grass types, and it really benefits water types. But then again, the rival's team still has a Gyarados on it, so like grass types at least will be fine against Gyarados. Doesn't really matter for Swablu. Actually, it kind of does. Technically, Venusaur would be the easiest. But then again, it would mean he'd have it Gyarados and Arcanine. Arcanine would be kind of bad. Blastoise doesn't have an ice move. Yeah, Blastoise would be really bad. Plus, the thing with the Blastoise team is that the rival will not have Gyarados. And I think in this game especially, in Gen 1 it's a bit more debatable, but in Fire and Leaf Green, the Blastoise is far worse than the Gyarados. Because the Gyarados, I mean, the Rival 4 fight only has Thrash and Bite, which sucks. Rival 5, it's like Bite, Dragon Rage, and Twister, I think. But Rival 6 is the one where he has Hydro Pump. And then in the Champion, it's got like Hydro Pump, Bite. I think it has Hyper Beam. Yeah, it does have Hyper Beam. So it ends up being really threatening in the end. It's not like Red and Blue where the Lavender rival, that one will just have Hydro Pump and Dragon Rage. It's not that overpowered. RBY XP Router is a cheat code. I just really do not like playing with it. I just feel like I feel like it kind of takes the fun out of trying to plan a run with your own knowledge and think like how it'll work and like doing like manual like testing. Like for example, when I used the PK Hex to give myself the speed EVs, and I'm like, okay, how much speed do I need to outspeed this guy? All right, I need 130 at level 70, but the XP router, you could be like, okay, I'm going to fight this trainer. This trainer's actually more efficient. I'll fight this trainer. I should probably swap the order around. But yeah, Zealous Pawn and I we came to we met halfway. We're only going to do 2 first playthroughs. We're going to do 2 different Pokemon. One fully evolved and one first stage. I think I might actually kick his butt at the first stage. Because Zealous Pawn really does not like playing bad Pokemon. I make fun of him for this sometimes. Like I remember he talked about, like, hey, I did a bad Pokemon. I played with Nidoran. I'm like, oh, Nidoran's pretty bad. In yellow version. Okay, we are not the same, dude. That thing gets double kick at level 12. Red and blue Nidoran female is very, very bad. I did it for a random solo run stream a month ago. I'm sure you guys may remember that. And then there's the, I should use these candies to smoothen out the mid-game grind. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like knowledge that the player really shouldn't know. Like, it doesn't feel natural to use, like, 2 rare candies here, 1 rare candy there. The one thing I like using the XP router for is planning mid-battle level ups. I want to be like, okay, what level should I go into the league to where I'll level up just before the ride-on? And then I'll look and be like, okay, 53, 54, and 56 would work. Got it. But I'm not going to figure out, like, how to get there. All I want to know is what level I need to be. But other than that, I don't use it. I mean, here's the thing, like, besides Gen 1, for example, the XP router only works with the first 3 gens. I know for a fact Ike the Killer never used it. I asked him, like, how are you so good at these, races with us? Do you use the XP router? And he's like, no. Like, in his own Emerald runs, he does not use the XP router at all. I think he uses Scott's overlay to... I don't know if he manips the HM users. I think he does. But, yeah, he doesn't do the XP router. Most people, when they do their optimized runs, do not use the XP router. Like, I believe you can make really good runs without an XP router. It's kind of like the equivalent... What's the real-life equivalent? I think a real-life equivalent Ike does. I figured that. I figured his overlay does that. It explains how he's always able to get an Abra. Like, it'd be kind of like if you were trying to write a movie script, but instead of using, like, one of those, like, AI assistants that'd be like, here are some words I can recommend, it'll just write out the entire thing for you after you give it a few prompts. There's such a thing as, like, AI helpers, like, ones that can, like, help you, versus, like, doing half of the work for you. Like, I just don't like the feeling of using it. Because it basically just turns the solo run from having to use your brains and your skills and your good movement skills, and it just turns it into pure movement skill. Because if you have an exact blueprint on everything you have to do, and you know every single range, all it does is, can you perform the inputs quickly enough? That's all it becomes. Did I keep Growl? Honestly, I don't think I want Astonish. I think I should just get rid of it. I want to hold on to Growl. Unfortunately, Leaf Green doesn't have Ekans. True. I just play Leaf Green just because it was the version I played as a kid. Plus, I want to be different. Oh yeah, look at the EVs. 172 speed, 123 attack. That is really good. Hey, actually, you were right. It's roughly a half hour. We're at level 18. So half an hour for level 18 was honestly more appropriate. But remember, we're still leveling up slowly. Plus, I feel like it's more impressive when you get a very good time you didn't have to rely on that kind of tool. Okay, do not fight that guy. Alright, here's... Oh, wait. The one disadvantage is I can't flinch the Geodude, but I'll just put it to sleep. Fury attack. What's the difference in power here? Oh my god, that was a crit. Interesting, he never once used Defense Curl. Thing. Rock Tomb. Thing. Alright, I think while it's asleep, I'm just gonna set up 2 Growls, I think. Fury attack. Alright, interesting it's not going for Rock Tomb anymore, even though I still outspeed it. Come on. Oh my god. Yeah, also, if I lose to Brock, but I beat his Geodude, I just take the blackout. Oh, I was speed tied with it? Oh. Oops. Just fight this guy first, whatever. Oh my god. This thing misses everything. Honestly, it might only be worth using Sing on the Onix once, just so I can get some growls in and lower its attack. But I think once it's awake, just spam moves. It's going to be dicey to max out the attack until we beat Surge. I mean, we don't have to max it, but just, like, get as much as we can. Nice, I got 2 crits on that. Yeah, just sing the Onix just once. The Geodude, I need to continually put it to sleep because I need to prevent it from using Defense Curl. Otherwise, it's going to take forever to knock out. Yeah, Peck is more consistent damage. Okay, this put to sleep. Use some growls. 1, 2. Go back to sleep. 3, 4, 5. That should be enough. Okay. Peck. I think Peck is going to be the better move, I think. I mean, it looks like a 3-hit does about the same damage, but Peck can't miss. Come on. Rock Tomb miss. Oh, come on. No. I was so close. If we got more Mankeys, this won't be too bad. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's kind of expected. 55-45. That's kind of annoying, because I got very good luck with the Sings on that fight. You know what's interesting? Okay. I almost never see it use Defense Curl. It's really weird. Sing. Come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3. That should be good enough. But yeah, don't even bother putting it back to sleep. Oh, nice crit. Come on. Yeah, don't use Bind. Bind is the scariest. There we go. Level 19 Brock. That was awesome. Yeah, 2 blackouts, and that second one I was pretty dang close to winning. Alright, I'm fine on potions. 7. That is not enough money for repels. I mean, I did spend a lot of my money on potions in the early game, so that was definitely a huge thing. But I guess once I get to Cerulean, I can just buy more, because I would like to have 10. I mean, it would be more consistent, but by, like, what? From a 5% to an 8% chance? I fought this guy just for the lone attack EV. Hey, ask you a question. I'm assuming they're both neutral. How many Fury attacks match a Peck in terms of base power? Like, how many times would Fury attack need to hit to match Peck? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and heal here again, because I want to fight a bunch of trainers in Mount Moon. A 3-hit. Alright, it's a minimum of 2, so there is a chance that the Fury Attack will be worse, but the problem is Fury Attack also has a miss chance. Honestly, I think Fury Attack was actually the better move to use on the rock types. I think for resist... Oh yeah, this thing I definitely need to use Fury Attack. Just because those things quad resist flying. I cannot wait until I get Secret Power. It's gonna be nice. Alright, I'm not going to bother getting Thief either. Like, I don't think we need it at all. It's a shame that a lot of the trainers in this game don't hold decent items. Wait a minute. Paris give attack. You know what? I'm going to train here. I completely forgot about Paris. Yeah, Fury Attack could miss. That's the other disadvantage, yeah. Peck is more consistent. Yeah, this isn't as efficient as, like, Versus Seeker. Honestly, this is probably more efficient than Versus Seeker grinding. I mean, the XP yields aren't as good. Safeguard. Nah. Hey, Axu, I think I might be able to get to 255 or 252 attack EVs. I mean, it'll probably be a waste of time getting that high just because we will naturally get some. I think I'm going to do this till I hit 200. Because without any setup moves, we pretty much need as much attack as we can for League, otherwise we're screwed. Our best attacks are going to be Return and Aerial Ace. Also, I did say that this Pokemon may need leftovers. I don't think it's that bad. I do not think this thing needs leftovers. But if it does, we'll know later, because my guide for my guide for getting leftovers involves not until you get Ultra Balls. Yeah, with Ultra Balls, you can definitely get the leftovers. I timed myself once. I think it was 4 times speed. It was like 5 minutes as soon as I buy the Ultra Balls. I mean, honestly, what better held item even is there? Because, here's the thing, we're going to be taking so much damage. And, I don't know. Really debatable if we need leftovers or not. Because here's the thing, in the end, it's only going to heal a 16th every turn. I mean, leftovers are good if you pair it with, like, decent bulk and setup moves. But this thing doesn't have either of those. Oh. I, kind of forgot about that. I really should have gotten the escape rope. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get the escape rope. Honestly, what were the only times I ever got leftovers? I got leftovers for Wobbuffet to cancel struggle damage. I got leftovers for Parasect because it was the only way to make sure we would have enough health for the rest of the champion fight. And to be at a lower level. Because I couldn't use Hidden Power Rock like Exceptional could. And Any other use for it? Any other time I used it? Not really, no. Honestly, I feel like just because this Pokemon's bad, and no other... I don't think most people are going to even want to attempt using a Swablu. I think I will get leftovers. What do you guys think? You guys think I should get leftovers? Sharpig is useless, sadly. Yeah, plus I'm pretty sure that's only held by Wild Fearow. I mean, I could probably find one, but that would be horrible. Dude, quit poisoning me. I just want to train until I can get to 200 attack EVs. And then hopefully I gain the rest naturally. Yeah, I'll get leftovers. When I get to Fuchsia, though, to buy my max repels and some super potions, I will need to buy, like, 20 Ultra Balls. Fortunately, I have a leftovers guide in my Discord. Maybe the leftovers will be useful for Lance. I think so, yeah. Plus, this Pokemon is just that bad. I mean, if somebody wants to play this run and tell me if it's not a better strat. But I think if I were to just rush this game with Swablu, I would get absolutely stonewalled. I need to take the time and prepare. Alright, just 18 more Paris. You know what's funny? Celebi and Mew would actually be fighting Lorelei right now. Alright, so as soon as I run out of Pex here, I will go ahead and escape rope, and then just fight 11 more Paris. And then that'll be done with the attack EV training. But yeah, as soon as I get to Cerulean, I'm going to need to buy more repels. For sure. Let's see, I would normally use 3 for Mount Moon, so I'll need to buy repels until I can get up to 7. Probably some more antidotes and paralyze heals too. I've been using a lot of those for this grind. Dang it. Alright, I'm out of paralyze heals now. And here's the other thing. As soon as we get access to both Fly and Surf, which will be after Koga, we need to go around the region and get every rare candy except Victory Road candy. I mean, we won't be able to get the Sevi Islands candy unless we beat Blaine, but we need to get all those rare candies, and as soon as we get to level 45, we gotta front load them. Because if we can get past level 53, we will be leveling up faster than medium fast or medium slow. So it will become a lot easier to train. We know Black and White is too much attack. It's the only game where speed isn't the most common. Actually, X and Y kind of gives it a run for its money. I think X and Y, like, assuming you do near minimum battles, occasional spinners, usually by the time you get to Lavere City, where the vitamins are, you're usually at, like, 90 speed EVs, like 70 attack. They're roughly kind of close. Team Flare likes to use a lot of attack EV Pokemon. Oh. I'm actually way past that already. Okay. No more. Yeah, let's just hope we can get the rest of the attack EVs off of natural trainers. You could just slap on Macho Bits, get a lot of attack from the Dragon Gym and the Plasma Grunts. I mean, by that time in the game, you might be close to the Vitamin cap. Or the EV cap. The Helix Fossil. Alright, we can't learn any of those tutors. Actually, I think the grass to the west of Cerulean could also have been a good training spot because I believe there's also Mankey in that grass too. But if this was Fire Red version, there'd be Ekans in that grass. Alright, so Ek. Dude, that's a 2-shot with all of the attack EV training. Oh yeah, Swablu just completely destroyed the rival here. Definitely the attack EVs mattered. Now this thing is starting to feel like a stereotypical Pidgey. Even with Ekans, it's only a 30% chance for attack EVs on Route 4. That is true, but one thing that would make up for it is that we would get slightly more XP out of it because of the higher level, but not really by much. Plus, Ekans has Intimidate, which wastes time. Honestly, Mankey's just straight up better to fight. The other 70% is speed. So that means in Leaf Green, that grass is all speed. Rattata, Spearow, Sandshrew, and Pidgey. Yep, that's all speed. Also, I think by the time we're done with the bridge here, we might be able to outspeed the Starmie. And honestly, most of the EV training didn't really cost much time at all, because we needed the training for Brock anyway. And here's the thing, if we didn't attempt Brock with the, what was it, 130 attack EVs, Brock would have been a lot harder. Even then, it was close. So if we had just, like, trained in the forest, we would have needed a much higher level. No, it's 25%, which, you're right. I keep forgetting Sandshrews' defense. I keep thinking it's speed for some reason. Alright, I'm gonna save for this guy, because he does have a Geodude. Except this guy is kind of random. Alright, here's an annoying thing. I really want Secret Power, because I am getting very tired of Fury Attack. But it means I will have to fight the Hiker. It is going to suck, but I feel like I have no choice. I really, really need Secret Power. Yeah, definitely Sing and Fury Attack. Whatever. I think Fury Attack in general is just going to be better for Peck for the rock types, just because it has the chance to hit multiple times. Plus, each individual hit can be a crit. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Alright, so we're not going to outspeed the Starmie, but that's fine. We can go ahead and just use Pechaberry. Or not Pechaberry, Personberry. Man, I wish Thief was a physical move in this game. If it was, I would have gotten it. Alright, Secret Power. Secret Power is going to be way better than Peck. Confused? Okay. Dude, again? Okay, that is ridiculous, Misty. That is ridiculous. You only have 47 EVs left to gain. So, what you're saying is I should get more attack as soon as possible. I mean, I can't really go back in to Mount Moon. Is there another trainer I could fight consistently? Is there a trainer I can versus Seeker Grind for any sort of attack? The only one I can think of is the youngster with the Ekans, plus... Well, no, there are no Ekans in the wild. Beedrill guy or bust. Honestly, yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna skip all optional trainers from here on out. I need to beat Surge as soon as possible. Just to try and preserve some EVs. Alright, I don't think I want rest, but I'm gonna get it just in case. Actually, wait, some of the trainers on this ship I know for a fact have Goldeen. I think the fishermen do. Youngster Dave at Route 11. Yeah, isn't that the guy with an Ekans? It'd be very inefficient, but we need all the attack. But yeah, I'm gonna beat the rival first. He has Nidoran Male and Nidorino. 3 attack EVs. Wait, Nidoran Male give... Oh, I thought Nidoran Male gave speed. Oh. Okay, as soon as I finish beating this guy, I will go rematch him. I'm not gonna have enough to max out the attack, just because I'm doing this rival here. But it's not really gonna matter. Like, 252 attack versus, like, 240. Not gonna make much of a difference. Well, actually, I guess for your EV guide in my Fire Leafgreen channel, you can probably mention that Youngster Dave guy. Alright, Youngster Dave. That is not Youngster Dave. Is this Youngster Dave? Dilton. Is this Dave? Yep, here he is. Alright, so use Secret Power. It does not activate static. Lucky. Well, check this out. As soon as you get to 100 steps, the guy will stop jumping. You can actually use that as a visible indicator of when you can reuse it. Alright, I'm getting lucky with so far with this guy. Alright, I can still keep going. And Dave is being really cooperative. 37. Okay, I can keep going. I basically keep going until I notice I don't gain any more EVs. 38. 240. Okay, I can keep going. 41. 43. Okay, I can keep going. 44. 246. Oh yeah, when I'm in Vermilion here, I need to go buy more repels, just because I used a buttload of them in Mount Moon. 47. 249. Okay, if I can beat this guy one more time, I will have 252 attack EVs, which is the maximum you can get where it'll still matter. Because 252 to 255, those 3 EVs do not affect your stat at all. 50. Come on. 251. Aww. 1 away. Well, we're max now. Aww. I mean, that was kind of my fault. I should not have fought the rival first, but I don't think 1 stat point is going to make a huge world of difference, but oh well. Hey, actually, look at my attack EVs. Doesn't that trigger you? Very much so. Yeah, my fault. I honestly should not have fought the rival first. I should have fought Dave first, then do the rival. But still, like I said, 1 stat point in attack is not going to make a difference. Axew, you would probably get those EVs naturally without even trying. Alright, that means we can't do a vitamin buy, because our vitamins are all organic and filled with blood and sacrifice. But yeah, we'll need to get all the high money items in the mid-game for Ice Beam. Because for some reason, this Pokemon can learn Ice Beam. I do not know why. Oh, hold on. Alright, how many repels do I have? Okay, I need 7. I should buy some super potions here. That may have been too many, but whatever. Also, since there's really no better move to even teach, I'm actually going to teach Aerial Ace immediately. I mean, Return and Aerial Ace are going to be on my final sets for sure. Oops. Yeah, Secret Power does have better damage than Aerial Ace, assuming they're both neutral. But if the opponent's weak to flying, Aerial Ace will be better. But better than Return, though. No, it will not, because super effective stab Aerial Ace is 180, but... Oh, wait, no. A neutral Return is 153. So actually, super effective Aerial Ace would be better than a neutral Return. So yeah, it's a good thing to have both of those moves. Probably keep Secret Power and Return. Yeah, I could probably get rid of Growl at this point. Growl has served its purpose. And I might replace Sing with Substitute, because I really hate using that move. Also, since we have over 170 friendship, Return is now better than Secret Power. It's definitely quite a bit better than Secret Power at this point. Oh no. Wow. That, oh come on. Knock me out, you dumb rock. Wow, that was so dumb. The thing crit me. Oh, dude, that is so far back. That thing crit me with Rock Throw. That was literally the only way I could have lost. I even managed to successfully put it to sleep, but it woke up too early. Dude, hikers are supposed to have random AI. Dude, I might be short on repels again. This is why I visit the Route 10 Center for bad Pokemon. Yeah, it would have been a good idea to do that. I mean, it's a guy with one Geodude. Yeah, I think for these hikers here, it's probably better not to use Sing on them just because Secret Power can flinch in the caves. And I might end up missing 3 Sings and then he'll damage me a lot. Actually, if I remember correctly... Oh no, that's an escape rope. Actually, there is a max repel in here coming up. Oh shoot, I forgot to save. Well, now I'm gonna have to use Sing. I mean, still, at least this guy's stupid. He only has a small chance of even using Rock Throw. I've seen this guy use Magnitude on Scyther. Like, this guy is really stupid. Okay, I managed to bypass Slowpoke Trainer. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need more repels because of that blackout. Honestly, I may just have to buy super repels this run instead of max repels, just because I need more now. I should probably get a few more. Yeah, I'm gonna use all 3 PP ups, like the first 3 I get on return. Oops. Dude. 4 times speed sucks sometimes. You know, technically there's a hyper potion you can get in here, which is a good backup if you need it. But, it's kind of out of the way. Oh, Axu, since this is our final EV spread, at 203 speed EVs, what level do we need to be to outspeed everything but Aerodactyl in the league? So that'd be like 160 speed. Okay, this guy's gonna suck. I should probably use a max ether. Oh, I have my PP ups. That should be good enough. Honestly, I should probably secret power them. Like, just in case I get paralysis or something like that. Honestly, it probably didn't even matter. This thing I want to put to sleep. Wow, okay. Besides, you need the higher level for damage ranges. Okay, so what level do I need to be to outspeed everything? Everything. $86. All right. Also, I do not think it's worth teaching Swablu Fly, because even though it's slightly more power, it has the chance to miss, and it's spread over 2 turns, so in reality, it's not the best, but it can be paired with Leftovers. Fly and Leftovers is a pretty good combo. So maybe in the league, maybe we might teach Fly. We'll see. Because it will give us a free heal turn. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think it would be too useful, but you never know. I mean, it's an extra 10 power. Oh, yay. Now we get to start seeing evolutions. Yay. Too bad you need to catch 20... Actually, if we're going to get Leftovers, we actually can do the 20 Pokemon reward. Oops. Uh-oh. I entirely blame myself for that. I wasn't... Uh-oh. What I'm gonna do, if that ever happens, I'm counting that as both a blackout and a reset. So we'll just say, like, I blacked out there, and I got 1 reset. But I beat her the next try. That was obviously my fault. I should have been using Aerial Ace, but I guess I was busy chatting, and I didn't notice I was spamming return. Yeah, that's going to count as both a blackout and a reset as punishment. Just so I don't have to replay, like, the whole run over again. Yeah, see, if I remembered to use the right move, it would have been fine. Alright, so what future moves am I gonna have? I mean, I'm not teaching Ice Beam for a long time. Honestly, I might be able to have both Substitute and Sing for a huge majority of the run. Yeah, that's the 20 Pokemon guy. Since I'm gonna get leftovers anyway, I could get Everstone for like those long grinding sessions, which will save some time. I'm not gonna do the catching though until I get Fly and Surf outside of battle, and then I need to go buy like 25 Ultra Balls. Visit the center? I don't think I did. Oh well, it's not that big a deal. Yeah, no, I saw the marker. I did not. Remember when I blacked out, though? I went all the way to Cerulean. Darn it. Alright, I do not want to fight Biker Boss with this thing. That would not be a good idea. Because Coughing and Wheezing have super good defense. Oh my gosh. Alright, sell this nugget, sell the calcium. Water Pulse, Taunt, Shockwave. I'm pretty sure I don't want Rest or Attract. I mean, Attract and Substitute. Good. I'm going to get rid of Rest, but I will keep Attract. Alright, so how many Ultra Balls can I buy? 28. Alright, Substitute in the place of Secret Power. Honestly, there's a chance I might end up teaching Attract in the place of Sing, but Sing is more universal. It is a very good thing I gave myself enough money for that. Remember, Ax, you remember that one time I bought from the Fuchsia Mart, and I had no money to do the Safari Zone? That was funny. Actually, since I am here, I guess I may as well do some catches. I don't want to go out of order in my list. I'm going to wait till later. Alright, so Koga, not a good idea to do Koga right now. So honestly, I think the best step is Erica's gym. Honestly, I should probably fight everybody in Erica's gym. Yep, I do remember one run where I was flat out broke. It was Alakazam. Well, no, not just you, but remember me. The first time I ever bought from the Fuchsia Mart. I ended up completely broke for the Safari Zone. And we are starting to level up a little bit better now, but like I said, once we get to 45 and we have access to Fly and Surf, basically, as soon as we get access to Fly and Surf, I need to just spam all the rare candies. All of them at once. That way we can get into a better bracket in terms of how much XP we need to the next level. Alright, I'm pretty confident I do not need to save. I'll just use one... Well, Airlease is going to one-shot everything. I know your growth rate's pretty good in the round 2 League of Fire Red. Makes sense in that aspect just because of the higher level. The fact you're a higher level. Refresh? No. For those of you wondering what Refresh does, it refreshes your held berry. Like, if you had a Citrus Berry and you used it, you can use Refresh and get it back. Kind of a junk move, honestly. Alright, honestly, I think it would be better to do Sylph Trainers before Koga. Just because, like I said, Koga's Pokemon are super defensive. So I think it might be a better idea to do these guys first. It removes status conditions you have. Wait, oh, I'm thinking of Recycle. Recycle does that. The Refresh removes status conditions. Still useless. I'd much rather have Sing. Besides, Substitute's better at that anyway. Yeah, I can fight these guys. Yeah, the Magnetons, I'm gonna have to use Return. This might be one fight where I kind of wish I had Refresh. Oh god. I almost jinxed myself. Okay, get out of here. Early property damage. What a great start. We could get Ice Beam after Sylph. Yeah, we could. I won't teach it, though, until Lance. Or honestly, probably Giovanni. Yeah, honestly. Do you think we'll need Rest or Ice Beam specifically for Giovanni and Sylph? Probably not, but I think the Giovanni in the gym, we probably should get Ice Beam for. Just because his Rhyhorns do have Rock Blast. Alright, get all the high money items. 8th floor. Oh my god, that thing just blew itself up. I think I found out where Koga's Weezing went. This guy stole it. Actually, I think this guy's good. I know there's one trainer on this floor with Weezing. That's good. I don't remember what the teleporter is to get to him, but I'll just go there via the locked gate. Alright, what's the teleporter? Oh, it's the 6th floor teleport. Okay, that's good to know. That way I don't have to ever go to the 2nd floor. Seventh floor. Also on the 4th floor, this is basically the only good trainer here. Actually, I'm not so sure about this guy, though. This guy any good? No, he is not. Yeah, the 4th floor only has the Electro trainer. Alright, level 48. Perish Song, no. Okay. I'm pretty confident I'm not going to need leftovers for this fight, so I'll go ahead and do it. And besides, I need Surf outside of battle first. Because I use Surf to... Actually, I don't think I use Surf for any of the encounters. I'd have to look. I should have used Aerial Ace on that. Okay, completely destroyed. Although, Giovanni here might be a little rough without a way to defeat the Rhyhorn easy, but... Actually, does the Rhyhorn have Rock Blast in this? I'm pretty sure it does. Just make sure my health is high. My god, this guy is stupid. Also, the Master Ball might be useful with catching things. I mean, it's not like I'll be catching a legendary, but, you know, I could use it on something with a hard catch rate. Honestly, I'm gonna go beat Sabrina first. We're not gonna outspeed the Alakazam. The Alakazam outspeeds us by 4, but I think she's still gonna be completely... I still saved just in case, though. Yep, I figured. Alright, let's go do Koga next. Yeah, as soon as I beat Koga, I'm going to go ahead and get the Boulder Candy. And we'll go ahead and catch everything. The reason I'm not just going to use the Ultra Ball whenever I see a wild Pokemon, I have a specific plan, because I also include, like, evolutions and stuff. Plus, I try to prioritize stuff with higher catch rates. Actually, speaking of which, when I was doing all the EV training, I actually should have caught a Mankey, because my route involves catching a Mankey. Honestly, I should have done that. Oh well. I'll go back with Ultra Balls where it's close to a guaranteed catch anyway. Alright, let's start with the plan. I am going to need to have Discord up in another tab, though. Because that's where I have my leftovers guide. Okay. Alright, so let's see. According to my route, get starter plus Rattata Pidgey for HM user, plus the Lapras, so that pretty much puts us at 4. Yeah, you actually don't need Surf for this, actually. Yeah, at all. I could have just done this as soon as I have access to Fuchsia. But yeah, since my route here never took into account the Lapras, I'll pretty much count this as the Ghastly encounter, because I do go into the tower for a Ghastly, so I'll just skip that. Man, what is in my eye? Actually, there's nothing in my eye. I think it's my eyelashes, like, poking my eye or something. Oh my... Well, I guess we'll just continue with the run. Alright, resume. Mankey. Serious. There we go. Alright, next I gotta go into the forest. I need to catch a Weedle. Alright, let's see. I need Caterpie, Weedle, Pikachu, and Metapod or Kakuna. I only need one of them. Dude, quit giving me Weedle. Yeah, I made this leftovers guide myself, because I've used it a few times. Alright, yeah, Pikachu is actually important, because Pikachu actually counts as 2 encounters. Pikachu and Raichu. That's why it's important to get a Pikachu. Otherwise, I'll have to make up for it with, catching something else. I mean, the Pikachu is still kind of hard to encounter. I mean, you could probably try and make up for it with, like, 2 other Pokemon. Like, oh my god, shiny. Give me that. I do not want to play this game with Weedle. If I evolve it into a Beedrill, can I play this game with it? I am clipping that for sure. How do I find a shiny before a Pikachu? How much sense does that make? Dude, where is the Pikachu? I should really revise this guide to not include Pikachu. I'll just catch something else. Alright, let's see. I need to catch a Jigglypuff on this route. My route actually did not... Oh, it did include Spearow, so it's a good thing I remember to go back for that. I also need a Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff counts for 2 evolutions because of Wigglytuff. Nidoran. I'm supposed to catch that in the Safari Zone, so that's nice. Mankey. Jigglypuff. There we go. I'm gonna need to go back into Mount Moon and go get some Moonstones. I should have remembered that earlier. That's not a Moonstone. Alright, I need a Geodude. Okay, what is it I need in Mount Moon? Zubat, Geodude, Paris, and Clefairy. I already caught a Paris. Actually, no, I never did. That was Rattata. Okay, there's Clefairy. Oh, me, that's the rare encounter here. Oh my god, dude. Get in the ball. Thank you. Okay, Zubat. Dude, I am running a little low on Ultra Balls. Alright. Let's see. The only thing here I need is the Paris. Oh, I forgot to buy the Magikarp. Oh, I do need to catch Sandshrew, though. Let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll go buy the Magikarp. Oh, Sandshrew. There you are. You know, if I wanted to, I could sing some of these things. Also, since I have access to Surf, I could just revive one of the fossils. Honestly, just to make up for no Pikachu and Raichu, I might actually just go do that. My route actually doesn't involve catching a Tentacool. I think I will make it catch Tentacool. And revive a fossil. Fight Psych, though. Psych is our Lord and Savior. I'll use this Master Ball on a Tentacool, just because I think Tentacool are kind of hard to capture. You know, I'm kind of upset people are gone right now, because I literally encountered a freaking shiny and no one's freaking out over it. Actually, you never responded when I actually caught the shiny Weedle. I was away, sadly. Here, I'll prove it. This is the shiny Weedle. Oh no, it's in the PC. I'll show it off later. There, I caught that, so I don't need to worry about the Pikachu. Okay, let's see. I got those. Sandshrew. Okay, I need a Meowth. A Meowth, then a Diglett. Bellsprout. Well, my route never took Bellsprout into account, so I guess I'll get that instead of the Meowth. Diglett. Alright, now I need to also catch a Voltorb. Well, I need to go to the Route 10 center anyway. Oh no, Axew, I'm still using the Safari Zone. I rely on the Safari Zone for like 7 or 8 of my encounters. Just because otherwise it would take far too long. Oh, I had exactly 20. Nice. Give me that. Everstone. I'm only going to get that item if I'm running a first stage and I get leftovers. Voltorb. I could probably go into the power plant and get a Pikachu. You know what? I'll go do that. Just because that would let me cut 2 Safari Zone encounters. If I still had that Master Ball, I probably would have caught the Lapras. Or not the Lapras, the Zapdos. Alright, Ghastly. Honestly, reduce the amount of time I have to be in the Safari Zone, the better. Okay. Alright, now I need to go buy the Eevee and a Water Stone. Dooley still have Sing. Yeah, I purposefully kept Sing because we don't need Ice Beam until Lance. Here, we'll get Jolteon. Oh, wait, no. I need, the... Okay. So, let's see. I need 2 Thunderstones and a Leaf Stone. I really should have put in my guide how many stones I need. Oh, for catching. I mean, that is true. Not like I used it, though. Actually, wait a minute. Free catch. Come on. Fine. Alright, gotta go get the Eevee now. Alright, let me go do some let me posit some stuff. What's my dex like? 25. Actually, I don't think I need Safari Zone. Let's see. Oh yeah, see? There's my shiny Weedle right there. Okay, so let's see. Hey, that thing's holding an Oranberry. I need you. I can't withdraw you. Put you over here for now. I will need this. Also, when you use a stone evolution, you cannot mash B out of it. Fun fact. Alright, Moonstone. Okay, this is only going to bring me up to 29, so... I will need to get something in the Safari Zone. Where's my Pidgey? Here it is. Yeah, I'm gonna need to catch one thing in the Safari Zone. Actually, maybe I can catch something in this grass. Okay, there's the Meowth. Oh. Alright, I'll just leave the Meowth. He gets to be a free rider. Alright. Time to go get him. Dang it, man. You know, technically, if we go to the Sevi Islands, I actually could get the EP Max if I wanted to. Alright, leftovers. Alright, now let's go do Blaine. Probably could have had the Master Ball for the Snorlax. That is a good point, actually. I think my leftovers route could use some tweaking. Yeah, they could definitely use some tweaking. Like, then again, my route does assume, like, you don't have Surf, like, if you need super early leftovers. But I guess I should make a post-Surf route, because that would open up the entirety of the power plant. I could use Master Ball for the Snorlax. Plus, it opens, like, Slowpoke in that city, too. Celadon. Even though I said I need training, I'm not going to fight these trainers. I'm doing the gym trainers, then Victory Road trainers, and then I will do Psych. Yeah, what's my route look like? Get a starter, plus Rattata and Pidgey for HMs. Mankey Spearow, Caterpie Weedle. I can probably get rid of the Pikachu and the Metapod in Viridian Forest and replace it with maybe the Electrode in Power Plant. I assume Sing's last use is Blaine. I'm just holding on to Sing until we don't need it anymore. Because, I mean, if we don't need Ice Beam until Giovanni. No point in teaching it early. Hey, look, I have a pickup user now. Meowth. Well, pickup's banned. Alright, I guess that was the one good use for Sing. Oh. Thing. That's fine. If I don't have the sub up, I'm gonna get hit with Intimidate. Again. Two-shot? Oh. Oh, man, that was close. Yeah, I sure hope you guys can see why I did all that EV training. Swablu probably would have needed like level 70 or something to have that kind of attacking power. Also, I'm doing Sevi Islands here just for the rare candy. Honestly, I might get the PP Max as well, now that I think about it. I can use it on Ice Beam. And I almost never get to use it. Oh yeah, PP Max on Ice Beam, because that's literally my only other move. Notice these guys are called Biker Goons. They don't even have names. I feel like we might want level 88 for the start of the league. Honestly, probably. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. No, 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 no. That is so dumb. Oh my... Dude, you idiot. You have Aerial Ace? Shut up. Shut up, Alec. Axu, don't use that logic on me. There was literally nothing I could have done. I literally could not black out. Well, gotta count it as a reset and a blackout. I was literally trying. Like, I literally couldn't black out. And I'm not starting the run over. I mean, normally that kind of blackout would have added so much time because I would have had to rematch him again. Then again, this run's taken long enough as it is. I don't think it's going to matter. Alright, there actually is still, I think there's one more rare candy I missed. The Route 12 candy. I think I got every other one. Yeah, 11. Alright, I'm gonna use them all right now. That way we start leveling up super quick. Alright, get rid of, Oh, right, I gotta go buy Ice Beam. I wonder if I naturally have enough money. Nope. Alright, now to tea. Well, so long saying you were super useful at times, but I'm gonna have to get rid of you now. Also, I think I'm gonna save leftovers for the Elite Four. I think, while training, I need to just hold on to the Everstone. I taught Ice Beam, yet I used Return on Graveler. Sense to me. I almost never get to use the Everstone. Honestly, part of me wonders if for all first stages, I wonder if it would be fast to just actually get the Everstone, but honestly, no, I don't think so. The amount of time it would take to catch all of the Pokemon just wouldn't be worth it. Dude, I have no special attack. What is the Meowth holding? Personberry. Can you imagine if it was TM10 Hidden Power? Yeah, so I'll defeat Giovanni, defeat Rival 6, and then defeat the trainers in Victory Road, and then, once I'm done with all that, Fisherman's Psych time. I approached on one of the other cool traders used potion. Yeah, it's so weird. No, it's not weird. That proves once and for all, Cool Trainer Warren's one of the best NPCs all of Pokemon. Well, not the best, but he was the one that started it all. We have to show respect. That is not Ice Beam. I'll be fine. Yeah, see, the fact I used those early candies, I'm gonna be 71 leaving the gym. 71. I entered at 68. I'm gonna leave at 70. Which is insane. That's just the erratic growth rate. So yeah, that's why I had to front load the candies. Close to 71. Four Super Repels will be enough for Victory Road. Yeah, Ice Beam is only going to be for the rock types. I guess for the Execute. Honestly, no, I think for the Execute, Return is still better. Wow, that Gyarados actually lived, and that wasn't even an Intimidate. That's impressive. And it's a good thing I have tons of Super Potions, plus those Max Potions I picked up. Alright, there's really no... no, there is a point getting the candy. It's very quick. Interesting, if Payday hits a substitute, there's no money. Actually, in the ROM hack that I made, that I still haven't released yet because I'm lazy, all the trainers in Victory Road have 6 Pokemon. I am not fighting that black belt. Honestly, I'm pretty sure only the cool trainers are good. I think the rest of the guys I should just skip. Yeah, just the cool trainers. And this guy's a better cloister than Lorelei. Dude, I really wish Versus Seeker can be used in caves. I think they realized that Versus Seeker in caves would be too overpowered because that's where all the good trainers are. Oh, Axu, in Scott's Untail Gorbis video today, he actually made a really funny error in his voiceover. He was talking about the Walreins' moveset, and he was curious why the Walrein never seems to go for sheer cold ever, because Scott said, you know, she actually could use sheer cold and one-shot me right now, but she is not Zealous Pawn, so she doesn't do it. And I'm thinking, dude, how do you know? Because one, in Gen 3, one-hit KO moves are based on the level difference. Since Walrein is a lower level, she will never use sheer cold. And two, he outsped the Walrein anyway, so even if it was Gen 1 standards, it still wouldn't work. But I have seen Glacia use sheer cold. It's usually during those backports where I don't use candies. If I'm level 53 or lower, I have seen her go for sheer cold. Yeah, that was just a funny error I noticed Scott made. Alright, since I used a couple of elixirs, I'll need to get this. Oh, no. I gotta do psych training. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use this last candy. Alright, time for the psych grinding. Honestly, I think when I do the psych training, I'm not gonna bother using repel. I think... Damn it. If I get a encounter, I'll just defeat it. Yeah, it's still gonna need a ton of experience for sure, but it is still worth using the candies early on. Dude, this whole run has been grinding. Here's a little trick. Always go into the bottom right corner of that island doing the Versus Seeker grinding. So that way, those other two trainers, like, they'll have the regular exclamation point, meaning they can be fought. So, like, in case Fisherman Psych here doesn't want to fight, it doesn't play the text box. See, he said no. If it was just him on there, it would have played a text box. So always try to have another NPC on screen. Plus, this compared to Elliot. Elliot does give 200 more XP each fight, but the problem is, Cloyster has a chance to use Protect, and Seadra has poison points, so it could poison you. So, in terms of XP per second, assume the Cloyster always protects. This guy is actually more efficient. Plus, you need to fight Elliot 10 more times to outweigh Psych. So wait, so is that assuming that it does use Protect every turn? So if you fought Psych 10 times, in order to match the efficiency, you'd have to rematch Elliot 20 times? That doesn't make any sense to me, Axu. Because of Elliot's initial team. What do you... Yeah, he has an initial team, but you only have to fight it one time. So I'm confused why it's an extra 10. I have aerial A's for PP. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep training here. Axu said 86 is when I outspeed everything. 85 is when I speed Aerodactyl. Honestly, I don't think I need 88. Honestly, I think level 83 might actually be enough. Because I'll get 85, and I will end up speed. I should do 80, 83 and then some. Probably 83 and a half. The XP difference from Sykes' team and Elliot's initial team. Sykes' team is consistent. That is true, yeah. I mean, then again, assuming Elliot's Pokemon are all one-shots, it does give more XP, but then again, if it weren't for the Seadra having Poison Point, or the Cloyster spamming Protect, like, if the Cloyster was replaced with, like, a Sea King, and the Seadra was, like, a Golduck, if it was those Pokemon, then I would actually say Elliot is more efficient. But the fact that he could use Protect or Poison you is not good. Oh. Well, we're Ice Beaming Psych. Also, as soon as this stream's over, I'll need to finish editing the video for tomorrow. Yep, this will be the end of Leafgreen week, but, hey, it's Angela. But, next week will be the week of Pokemon Black. I know Shadow Stitch will really like that, for sure. But yeah, Black and White with random Pokemon? Oh, man. Hey, Matt, how would a first stage take out Zekrom? That's my question. Because Black and White 1, you have to deal with a Legendary. Like, if I'm doing, like, a first stage Water type against Zekrom, I'd be kind of screwed. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do with this save file with that shiny Weedle. I'm going to go ahead and export it using PK Hex. You can actually export Pokemon and put them into new save files. I will export the Weedle, and maybe for some sort of special stream, I'll do a Beedrill evolution line. I will start as the Weedle, but obviously since Weedle's impossible, I will allow myself to evolve it into Beedrill. I will say, if the shiny was like... If it was like a Mankey, I would have just done a Mankey, just plain old regular Mankey. But, whatever. I know Scott did, shiny solo runs, with, a shiny Machop from Platinum and a Poochyena from Emerald. I don't think he's done other ones, though. Alright, 83. Okay, I'm gonna fight Psych one more time. And then I'm going to the league. Seriously, it is impressive I only have 4 resets. And 2 of those were actually kind of like forced resets because of that stupid blackout with the Ghost Ghastly Trainer, and then the one on that biker. So I just treated those as regular resets. Alright, time for leftovers. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Oh. Return doesn't... Oh, it's a range. Oh, she sends out Cloister last. That stinks. Come on, Confuse Ray. You know you wanna. Darn. Yeah, the super high level definitely made a huge difference there. Sub. Plus, at least leftovers will cancel out the hail damage. Alright, first try Lorelei. Alright, now the Hiker. Ice Beam the Onyxes. Aerial Ace the Fighters. I should probably use a sub for safety. Yeah, super effective Aerial Ace with Stab does do more than a Stab neutral return. Yeah. If Aerial Ace didn't get Stab, then return would be better, but since it does, Aerial Ace is better. It's impressive, though, that Machamp survived an Aerial Ace. Yeah, here's the thing. See this amount of damage I'm doing with my physical moves? If I did an EV train, and let's say I had, like 150, I would need to be, like, level 98 to have the equivalent attacking power. That's not even a joke. You would need way higher of a level. And for the champion, level 100 may not even be beatable if you don't EV properly. Like, for example, your speed would be a huge issue. The Aerodactyl would always outspeed you. The Alakazam and Charizard would most likely always outspeed you. It would be really bad. '86. I have 176 speed. I outspeed everything in the game. Sub. Return. Alright, return does half. Alright, Ice Beam. I think I still outspeed everything else. No, I do not. Really? I mean, I only have 9 special attack EVs. I literally could not get special attack because of how my EVs are spread. Dude. There we go. I got paralyzed and I still beat this guy. Yeah, these fights may have looked easy, but if you didn't take the time to EV train your speed and your attack, it would not be this at all. Like, for example, if I was a lower level, well, not like a level difference. Yeah, if I was a lower level, Aerial Ace would probably break the sub every single time. Ah, freeze. Interesting he didn't use the full restore. Aerial Ace. I am impressed that lived. Nice crit. 88. Really? Alright, Citrus Berry, heal it out. There we go. Time. 2 hours, 10 minutes, 8 seconds. With 4 resets, 5 blackouts, level 88. Yeah, technically 2 of those blackouts and 2 of those resets were because I ended up trying to black out, but I literally failed to black out, and I ended up winning a mandatory fight. And whenever that happens, I just give it a reset and a blackout. I don't do it on purpose, though. I was actively trying. But besides, this is the first stage. I'm not doing this again. Yeah, I definitely underestimated... Not underestimate this Pokemon, because this Pokemon still sucks. But I guess I underestimated first stages in this game in general. I think 230 is the bar for where it is super, super, super bad. Honestly, I don't think my overs should be over 230 for the most part. At least I'll know that for future runs. But yeah, first stage Pokemon, very good. I did not get that many resets. So let's go ahead and add this to the board. Alright, level 88 for reset. The real time of 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 8 seconds with a time of 8. Alright, so if we take a look at the leaderboard here, this kind of shows you just how out of date some of my old runs are. Jolteon should not be slower than a Swablu. Look at this. That kind of shows you how much better my skill has gotten over the years. Let's look at that. Jolteon should not be below Swablu. Honestly, Poochyena should be above Swablu. Shroomish, I think, should be above... debate. It should be, like, around Swablu. Swinub, I think, should definitely be above it, for sure. Then again, I remember with the Swinub video from years ago, I remember I was doing Blackout versus Secret Grinding on the Bikers. Like, my play has definitely changed since then, but I really do not want to re-rank first stages. I feel like first stages should just stay where they are, but Jolteon definitely really should get a re-rank, but I don't want to grind to level 25 again. Dude, Jolteon sucks. Sucks a lot, but it's not 2 hours and 14 minutes kind of suck. But we'll worry about that another time. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. I wasn't able to re-rank Entei offline, but oh well, there's always next time. But anyway, next week we'll be doing Pokemon Black version. Gonna be quite a lot of fun, and tomorrow will be Pokemon Black with Seismitoad. That'll be the video, and then Friday we'll be doing the game with Conkeldurr. I paired those two because you can find them in the Pinwheel Forest exterior, so similar spots. Plus, N does use Timpole and Timber on the same team at one point. Anyway, I will see you all later. Bye.